Step into a modern forensic lab, and you'll find yourself surrounded by cutting-edge technology. Gone are the days of simply dusting for fingerprints and analyzing handwritten notes. Today's investigators are faced with a digital deluge, as crimes increasingly leave behind a trail of electronic evidence. From computers and smartphones to cloud storage and Internet of Things devices, the landscape of criminal activity has expanded into the digital realm, demanding sophisticated tools and techniques to uncover the truth. Computer forensics has emerged as a critical discipline in law enforcement, intelligence gathering, and corporate investigations. It involves the identification, preservation, extraction, analysis, and presentation of digital evidence in a legally admissible manner. As technology rapidly evolves, so too do the methods and challenges faced by forensic investigators. This essay will delve into the latest advancements and hurdles in the field of computer forensics, exploring how investigators are adapting to the ever-changing digital landscape. In the world of digital forensics, investigators often encounter devices that hold crucial evidence but are inaccessible through traditional means. These devices can be anything from smartphones and tablets to computers and other digital storage devices. This could be due to a forgotten password, a damaged device, or sophisticated encryption techniques employed by criminals. In many cases, the data within these devices is critical for solving crimes, making it imperative for forensic experts to find ways to access it. In such scenarios, advanced techniques like chip-off and JTAG forensics come into play. These methods are often the last resort when all other conventional data extraction techniques have failed. Chip-off forensics involves physically removing memory chips, such as flash memory or RAM, from the device. This process requires extreme precision and care, as any damage to the chip can result in permanent data loss. These chips are then connected to specialized hardware that allows investigators to access and extract the raw data stored within. The extracted data can then be analyzed to uncover crucial evidence that may be hidden within the device. This technique proves invaluable when dealing with locked smartphones, damaged hard drives, or devices with encrypted storage. It allows forensic experts to bypass the device's security measures and directly access the data stored on the memory chips. JTAG forensics, on the other hand, utilizes a hardware interface originally designed for testing and debugging electronic circuits. This method is particularly useful for devices where the memory chips cannot be easily removed or accessed. By connecting to the JTAG interface of a device, investigators can bypass security measures and gain direct access to the device's memory. This allows them to retrieve data that would otherwise be inaccessible due to the device's security features. This technique is particularly useful for recovering data from devices with locked bootloaders or tampered operating systems. It provides a way to access the device's memory without needing to unlock the device or bypass its operating system. Both chip-off and JTAG forensics require specialized knowledge, skills, and equipment. Forensic analysts must be highly trained in these techniques to ensure that they can successfully extract and analyze the data without causing any damage to the device or its memory. These techniques are typically employed in high-profile cases or when traditional methods of data extraction have failed. They are often the last line of defense for forensic experts trying to recover critical evidence from digital devices. As technology advances and devices become more sophisticated, the importance of chip-off and JTAG forensics in the field of digital forensics continues to grow. These techniques are essential tools for forensic experts, enabling them to stay ahead of criminals and ensure that justice is served. The rise of virtualization technology has added another layer of complexity to digital forensic investigations. As technology evolves, so do the methods and tools used by both cybercriminals and forensic investigators. This constant evolution requires investigators to stay ahead of the curve, continuously updating their knowledge and skills to effectively tackle new challenges. Containers and virtual machines, while offering numerous benefits in terms of efficiency and resource management, present unique challenges for investigators seeking to uncover digital evidence. These technologies are designed to optimize the use of hardware resources, allowing multiple applications to run on a single physical machine. However, this optimization can complicate the process of identifying and preserving digital evidence. Containers, such as Docker, allow applications to run in isolated user spaces on a shared operating system kernel. This means that each container operates independently with its own set of processes, files, and network interfaces. The isolation provided by containers ensures that applications do not interfere with each other, enhancing security and stability. This isolation makes containers lightweight and portable, but also poses challenges for forensic analysis. Investigators must be able to access and analyze the contents of each container without disrupting the overall system. Additionally, the dynamic nature of containers, which can be created and destroyed rapidly, adds another layer of complexity to the forensic process. Evidence may be scattered across multiple containers, and the ephemeral nature of containers means that valuable data may be lost when a container is deleted or shut down. Investigators must act quickly to capture and preserve data before it is lost. This often involves taking snapshots of running containers and analyzing logs and configurations to piece together the necessary evidence. Virtual machines, on the other hand, emulate a complete computer system, including the hardware, operating system, and applications. This emulation allows multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical machine, each with its own isolated environment. Virtual machines provide a higher level of isolation compared to containers, making them suitable for running different operating systems and applications on the same hardware. While virtual machines offer better isolation than containers, they also introduce complexities for forensic investigations. The process of capturing and analyzing data from virtual machines can be time-consuming and resource-intensive. Investigators must be familiar with the various virtualization platforms and tools available to effectively extract and analyze digital evidence. Evidence may be stored within the virtual hard disk of the virtual machine, requiring investigators to identify and analyze the correct virtual machine image. This involves examining the virtual machine's file system, memory, and network activity to uncover relevant evidence. Investigators must also be aware of potential anti-forensic techniques that may be used to hide or obfuscate data within virtual machines. Forensic investigators employ specialized tools and techniques to analyze containers and virtual machines. These tools are designed to handle the unique challenges posed by virtualization technologies, allowing investigators to capture and analyze data from both containers and virtual machines without disrupting their operation. This includes using forensic images of running containers, analyzing container logs and configurations, and employing memory forensics to recover data from volatile memory. Memory forensics is particularly important in cases where data may not be stored on disk, such as in-memory processes and network activity. Understanding the architecture and functionality of virtualization technologies is crucial for investigators to effectively extract and analyze digital evidence from these virtual environments. This knowledge allows investigators to navigate the complexities of virtualization, ensuring that they can identify and preserve critical evidence in their investigations. As virtualization technology continues to evolve, so too must the techniques and tools used by forensic investigators to stay ahead of the curve. The emergence of cryptocurrencies and the dark web has created new avenues for criminal activity, posing significant challenges for law enforcement and forensic investigators. These digital currencies and hidden online spaces have revolutionized the way illegal transactions are conducted, making it increasingly difficult for authorities to keep up with the evolving landscape of cybercrime. The anonymous nature of these technologies makes it difficult to track transactions, identify perpetrators, and gather evidence. Cryptocurrencies operate on decentralized networks, which means there is no central authority to oversee or regulate transactions. This lack of oversight provides a layer of anonymity that criminals can exploit to their advantage. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum operate on decentralized networks, making it challenging to trace transactions back to specific individuals. Each transaction is recorded on a public ledger known as the blockchain, but the identities of the parties involved are often obscured by pseudonyms or encrypted addresses. However, forensic investigators can leverage blockchain analysis techniques to follow the flow of funds, identify suspicious patterns, and potentially link transactions to real-world identities. By analyzing transaction histories and patterns, investigators can sometimes uncover clues that lead to the identification of criminal networks and their activities. The dark web, a hidden part of the internet accessible through specialized browsers like Tor, provides a platform for illicit activities, including drug trafficking, arms dealing, and the sale of stolen data. These hidden marketplaces operate in the shadows, making it difficult for law enforcement to infiltrate and monitor illegal transactions. Investigating crimes on the dark web requires specialized tools and expertise to navigate its hidden services, anonymization techniques, and encrypted communications. Forensic investigators must be adept at using advanced software and techniques to decrypt communications and uncover the true identities of those involved in illegal activities. Forensic investigators utilize a combination of techniques to tackle cryptocurrency and dark web investigations. This multidisciplinary approach often involves collaboration between various agencies and experts in different fields, including cybersecurity, financial forensics, and digital analysis. This includes collaborating with cryptocurrency exchanges to obtain transaction records, which can provide valuable information about the flow of funds and the identities of those involved in suspicious transactions. Exchanges are often required to comply with regulations and provide information to law enforcement when requested. Monitoring dark web forums and marketplaces for illicit activities is another crucial aspect of these investigations. By keeping an eye on these hidden corners of the internet, investigators can gather intelligence on criminal activities and potentially disrupt illegal operations before they escalate. Employing network forensics to analyze internet traffic and identify potential suspects is also a key strategy. By examining the flow of data across networks, investigators can trace the origins of illegal activities and pinpoint the locations of those involved. The fight against cybercrime in the realm of cryptocurrencies and the dark web demands constant adaptation and innovation from forensic investigators. As criminals continue to develop new methods to evade detection, law enforcement must stay ahead by continuously updating their techniques and technologies to effectively combat these sophisticated threats.